going in, there will be a small eliminator inside, correct? It will convert to DC and to get this battery charge. Okay? അപ്പോൾ കറണ്ട് ഉള്ള സമയത്ത് ഇത് ചാർജ് ആയിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കും. പക്ഷെ ഫയർ ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന സമയത്ത് suppose if the wire gets cut off here also, it will work from the battery. Now what happens? Here എല്ലാ കമ്പനികളും different ആയിട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന ആൾക്കാരുണ്ട്. എമർജൻസി ഓരോ കമ്പനിക്ക് ഓരോ സ്പെസിഫിക്കേഷൻ ആണ്. See, some come up with two tubes. Okay? This is exit line. This is in the case of exit line. Two tube volt. This tube works on 240 volt. Okay? When there is power, this works. When there is no power, from the battery here inside, okay, this tube works. Ingane work in the emergency lights in there. In the other angle, this tube, single tube itself, okay, just one tube which will be connected to 240 volt here with a small eliminator here, and this will from 24 volt this will go here. So it's a single tube, but still both are maintained type exit lights. Self maintained type maintained type. Appo the normally power supply to get this emergency lights charged is not necessarily to have what you call FP200 wiring. Because fireproof wire cable or emergency light circuit, because it's already having a battery. If the wire gets cut off here, it's going to work from this one. And normally when there is a fire, people switch off the complete light. So still this will work. So there is no need of putting FP200 or MICC cabling for self-contained emergency light.
They are asking for the FP200 working in
Dubai. Maybe they are insisting on it. But basically there is no need, because NFPA rule says, as per NFPA, what like as I told you, fire we have A, B, C, D classification. We have wiring also. We have A, B, C, D. Right? Do you know about this? Okay. For fire alarm, we have to use A, class A wiring. Okay. But emergency light, you can use class B wiring. So this is not necessarily by NFPA. It doesn't say that you have to have FP200. Only normal electrical lighting cables can be used, which can be 2.5 mm square. Normally you can use this one, but NFPA will say, and local regulatory authorities, if they tell you to put the FP200, then we have no other choice. You have to consider the cost and put the FP200. Otherwise, it's maybe half the price of FP200. Half one, normal electrical cable. So normally Abu Dhabi accepts normal wiring for what do you call emergency lighting. Okay. Okay. Now coming back to the Lexus Open. As we know, Lex is the unit for lighting. 1 FC is equal to 10 Lex. No. 1 FC is equal to 10x. 10 Lex. 1 FC is equal to 10 Lex. Now, as per the NFPA rules, this is what I said. See, I told you when that bell rings there, what is the sound at this floor level? FFL level FFL level sound in the noise reduction. See, if it is 100, you get 90 here. Example I am saying. If it is 30 meter. So similarly, NFPA has also got rules on the lighting. What is the maximum distance and all those things. But I am not technically that sure. I will read out for you. But again, when this emergency light is working, they are asking the lighting at the finished floor level. That is how they calculate. What is the distance between an emergency light and what is the watt and all those things. So basically, the distance is calculated on the intensity, and if it is 10 lakhs here, okay, this may be 9 lakhs here. If you go another 50 meter, it goes to 1 lakhs. So there is a minimum requirement by NFPA. I'll read out that for you later. What should be the minimum requirement of lakhs? So this is a formula that you have to remember. 1 FC is 10.
1 feet can be
1 feet, 1 feet, no? Candle, 1 feet candle, correct. The full form of FC is 1 feet, 1 is 1 and feet candle. 10.8, right? This one 10.8 lakhs. Ah, okay, sorry. 10.8 lakhs. So that is actually 1.08 FC. Correct? This is the minimum requirement of emergency light. Now we have covered emergency light almost. I will go to the design parameters later. We'll just have a. So I told you 3 hours is required by CBI, by NFPA and rules and civil defense rules. It should be working at least for 3 hours. Okay. And minimum 1.1 lakhs at any point. Yeah. Adana in the NFPA rule. That's the NFPA rule. And I think Ajay missed kitchen hood. Okay, I'll just give you a short kitchen hood, what I know about kitchen hood. Okay, kitchen hood is nothing but a chemical fire we have to suppress. Design of kitchen hood is always depending on the size of the hood. Okay. And the type of appliances below that. This is how it's calculated. Okay. So suppose we are a big kitchen. See, you have to. I'm not a technical specialist to design this, but still, these are the 2 main criteria which is required: the type of equipment down and the length of the hood. Okay. Suppose we have 3 hoods here. How do we design the system? Now, in kitchen hood system, we have one electrical system and one is mechanical system. Okay. We have 2 type of kitchen hood. It has got each one has got a function of its own and advantage and disadvantage of this. So let me talk about the electrical system first. Electrical system is again, as Sajjan said, as a FM 200 cylinder. This will be kitchen hood, but chemical. Okay, which will be done through the piping. I think you guys are more better than me, in the design. Correct? Whatever. Okay, it's connected. But when it is getting discharged, this is the question. That is the only thing it makes a difference. This will be connected with the fire alarm system or extinguishing panel, which is heat detectors. Okay, and again for this system also abort switch and all those things will be there like FM control. Yeah, that's a mechanical system. I'm talking about an electrical system now, which is connected with the fire alarm panel. Okay, this is again an extinguishing panel. So we have heat detectors. Normally, these heat detectors are fixed type. It is not rate of rise. Nobody will put your rate of rise because it's a kitchen. It keeps on going up and down. So I think it's 139 degree heat detector. I'm not quite sure about it, but heat detector is under fixed type, which is 139 degree. I believe. You have to check in Google. So what happens here? If this heat detector is actuated, it gives a signal to the solenoid to release it like FM 200 and it gets discharged. This is the electrical system. Now when we are talking about mechanical system. Okay, mechanical system also, suppose we are having a hood here, okay, with equipments here, a cylinder here again, which is connected like. Okay, mechanical system works with a mechanical box here, okay, which is connected to solenoid again, but a solenoid is the
one cartridge is there.
What is that?
One cartridge is there.
Yeah, cartridge.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cartridge
anyway.
actuated through that spring.
Spring, yeah, that's what this is the box what I'm talking about. Which is connected with S hooks, correct?
Yeah.
Fusible link.
Yeah.
This is called S hook and fusible link. Fusible link. It is nothing but like an S thing, like this, which at a certain temperature, 139 or 49, something like that.
140.
140, 139, 140. That's what I said. The heat also is 139. This hook melt. Okay, this hook melt here. Okay, which will release the tension in the spring, and it will release this solenoid, or this what do you call the head wire,
Yeah, okay.
and the gas will be discharged.
Tubing.
Yeah.
Eh?
Head in the tubing on like kind of like tubing system.
കാറ്ററിംഗ് ഒരു ട്യൂബ് ഉണ്ട്
ട്യൂബിലേക്ക്
ഒരു ട്യൂബ് ഉണ്ട് അല്ലേ?
നാലെണ്ണത്തുനിന്ന്
ആ
കാറ്ററിംഗിന്റെ ഇതിന്റെ സിലിണ്ടറിന്റെ ഹെഡ് വർക്ക് ട്യൂബ് വന്നു
ഇങ്ങനെ
സൈഡ് ലൈറ്റ്
ഓക്കെ
ആ അങ്ങനെ
അപ്പൊ
പാനലിനകത്താണ്
ഇതിനകത്ത്
ആ.
ആ ഓക്കെ
അത്
ഈ കാറ്ററിംഗ് ആക്ടിവിറ്റി ഉണ്ടാവും അങ്ങനെ ആ
ഈ ഫ്യൂസ് കൂടെ പൊട്ടിക്കഴിയുമ്പോഴേക്കും
ഇതിന്റെ കാറ്ററിംഗ് അടിക്കും
കാറ്ററിംഗിന്റെ പ്രഷർ ഈ സിലിണ്ടറിലേക്ക് ഇത് ഓപ്പൺ ആണ്.
ഓ അങ്ങനെയാണ് ഓപ്പൺ ആണ് ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ Anyway, I mean, ഞാൻ ഇത്രയും എക്സ്പെർട്ട് ഞാൻ ഒരു മെക്കാനിക്കൽ സിസ്റ്റത്തിലുള്ള ഡിഫറൻസ് ഇതാണ് എനിക്ക് ഇതിന്റെ വർക്കിംഗ് പ്രിൻസിപ്പിൾ ഈ ഒരു ഏരിയ ഐ എം നോട്ട് ക്വൈറ്റ് ഷുവർ
ഒരു പുൾ സ്റ്റേഷൻ ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും.
ആ ഒരു പുൾ സ്റ്റേഷൻ ഉണ്ടാവും ഐ മീൻ പിന്നെ അബോട്ട് സ്വിച്ച് ഇല്ലല്ലോ മാനുവൽ മാനുവൽ അതുണ്ട് so that's basically a small typical diagram of mechanical system പിന്നെ നമ്മളിനി പറയാനുള്ളത് കുറേ സിസ്റ്റംസ് ഉണ്ട് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു മിസ് സിസ്റ്റം അതൊന്നും നമുക്കിപ്പോൾ കവർ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല ഇറ്റ്സ് ടു മച്ച് ഓക്കെ അപ്പോൾ ലെറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് ടോക്ക് അബൌട്ട് ഇറ്റ്
Water system is operating by 300 bar pressure and it's flow like a water curtain, water spray. You cannot see the water spraying.
എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത്
300 bar.
എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് കുറച്ച് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് എനിക്ക് കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട് ഐ എം നോട്ട് ദാറ്റ് 100% ഷുവർ ഓഫ് ദി ആൻസേഴ്സ് ഐ വിൽ ഗോ ത്രൂ ദാറ്റ് ഈസിലി ഐ മീൻ ഫാസ്റ്റ് ഓക്കെ ഫോർ എഞ്ചിനീയറിൻ്റെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ് എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് അധികമുള്ളത് ടെസ്റ്റിന് പോകുമ്പോൾ ചോദിക്കുന്നത് എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ അബൌട്ട് യുവർ വർക്ക് പ്രൊഫൈൽ ആൻഡ് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് അതാണ് സിവിൽ എഞ്ചിനീയേഴ്സിൻ്റെ സെയിം ഇവൻ ടെക്നീഷ്യൻസ് മേ ബി ദ സെയിം ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഐ ഡോണ്ട് നോ പിന്നെ ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് മേ ബി യു ഡോണ്ട് ഹാവ് ടു put that much of effort to learn it because it's more of designing side and for engineers test. But anyway, it's good to know how will you design a fire alarm system for a 5-story building. If you want copies later, you can make copies from me. I will make copies later, okay? Or I can send you the emails, which is already said.
Yeah, send your charge and our people can
Yeah.
copy.
So general questions start. General designing parameters starts from panel, field devices, location, and design parameters. That is how they answered it. I am not sure that is the right answer. Now, what is the maximum floor area based on what it is? The maximum floor area for fire alarm is 2,000 meter square. A person should not travel 60 meter from the zone entrance to identify the fire. Not more than 60 meter to identify the fire.
The zone should be covered in 60 meter only.
Identify the break glass, identify the fire.
അങ്ങനെ based on what it is, the question is like that. But I don't know. See, this I got it from somebody. I didn't make these answers. So some engineers answered this. I'm not quite sure if you ask me any clarification.
So that he should not travel more than 60 meters.
That is why they have to identify a fire. He should not travel more than 60 meters. Means finding a break glass. That is the main meaning of it. Then installation parameters of manual call points. That is break glass, MCP, and sounders. MCP is we have learned it before. 1.4 meter. From finished floor level plus or minus 20. So it's 1.2 to 1.6. But basically when somebody asks, it is 1.4. Sounders is 2.3 meter from FFL. That is 2.1 plus or minus, no, they have mentioned here 2.3 plus or minus 20. That is 2.1 to 2.5. Okay. Then one question was this minimum dB requirement for different area. So the answer is NFPA requirement. I don't know. Because there is too many parameters to say about dB. Here, you know, if it is a business occupancy, it will be 55, education occupancy 45, industrial occupancy 60, institutional occupancy 50, mechanical room 85. So dB level changes in each one. And again, when you go back to the storage occupancy, it is different 30. Through fire high density urban area 70. Through fire medium density urban 55. So a lot of parameters are there. But basically take it as 75 dB at pillar level above 21 meters. Okay, dB loss through a different media. Normal door, the dB loss is 20 dB. Fire door, it will be 30 dB. Cable requirement for 10 parameters. 2 core 1.5 mm for signaling line and 2.5 mm for sound and power supply unit. How will you calculate voltage drop? Voltage drop is equal to 29 millivolt divided by ampere divided by meter. But how do they came to that value? I don't know. Ohms to one of them, millivolt divided by ampere per meter. Ohms I don't know. He has written ohms. I don't know. I think I even felt that it is wrong. How do you calculate voltage drop? This is the answer. We have to search that in the by somehow. Then again, one next question: what are isolators? Based on what the isolators are provided? Purpose. Devices aiming to divide fire detectors and fire alarm sounders into groups of devices that share a section of cables. One section of cables area separate isolator provided. Normally for 18 devices, one isolator shall be provided. It is based on the zone floor area for any 2000 meters square.
Line isolator.
Yeah. So the short circuit can be contained within the subsection of fire alarm cabling, and only fire detectors that are on the same section will continue to operate normally. Then there is a design question basically. Design a fire alarm system for 7-story building, 12-story building, 30-story building. That parameters and design aspects I think is more this one. Then voltage drop calculation I explained you before. I is equal to V by R or V is equal to I into R. Then how many dB can cross over 1/2 our fire rated wall? Sound level is 30 dB. We had that question before. Okay, here. How cable signs were chosen for different voltage dropping? 2-core 1.5 mm cable, the voltage drop is 28 millivolt per ampere per meter. And for 2.5 mm cable, it is 17 millivolt per ampere per meter. That is a very important question. Okay, now next question. If 90 dB sounder fixed outside of the bedroom having 1 hour fire rated halt, is it sufficient or not? dB calculation at pillow. Not sufficient, answer, not sufficient. 30 dB loss through fire rated medium. Hence the effective dB inside the room will be 60 dB, but we need 75 dB at pillow level. Our 90 minus 30 is 60, but we need 75 dB, which is about 21 meters item. What is the noise level dB to be inside the bedroom? Refer to the ambient dB levels in different area of NFPA. 75 dB up to 21 meter building, it is not a must. Now 35 dB and up to 21 meter would accept that. Question: how many types of fire alarm system? Conventional and addressable. What are the most common sizes of cables we used in fire alarm system? 1.5 and 2.5 and 1.4 for signaling, that means detector at the base, 2.5 sounder, then circuit. How much dB rate could be used for residential building? Answer is 35 dB. What are the type of emergency lighting systems? One is self-contained, second one is the central battery. How much the voltage drop in voltage for fire alarm cables? Refer above, it should not exceed 3.8. Now VD calculation it should not go above 3.8%. What is the latest node used by civil defense for emergency light system? That is NFPA 101 life safety code. The next question. This is technician level. Engineers intrusive device means. Intrusive device means. Okay, netlog search the answer is intensive safe means.
Is for earth leakage system?
No. This means this is suitable for use in areas with an increased explosive risk.
Yeah, explosive level.
Intrinsically safe devices are specially designed to work on much lower voltage than ordinary fire alarm equipment.
Yes.
This means the chances of spark coming from the devices is much lower. Intrinsically safe devices are typically used in buildings like oil rigs, oil refinery and plant stores. So it will be
Separate from store and office, you want to be separated. It's a hazard area. The cable is going there. One box should be here and interesting that will be connected. It is coming like that. Same like on square battery type. And two terminals are here. Two terminals are here. It's coming in and going out. And this should be sealed. This opening should be sealed with foam, not foam, high rate of what's called foam sealant.
sealant.
Yeah, but it is
Fire retardant
high fire rated sealant. and it should be inside. This side should, if it is the hazard area, like battery rooms or chemicals are there. So this fire alarm, if anything leakage, it will not affect the panel.
Even they have said intrinsic, INTRINSIC.
I remember.
Okay, so intrinsic devices. Second question, monitoring CBS system. That is central battery system. Options le. Sorry, not the intrinsic layer option on the internally safe, externally safe, C or blanket, all of the above. I will answer was internally safe. Okay. Monitoring CBS system means central battery system to be monitored by 24/7 civil defense. As well, central battery system is CBS. Discharge test will conduct in a central battery